So today we are going to discuss winding up of the companies. So what do you mean by winding up of a company? Winding up a company is a process whereby the life is ended and its property administered for the benefits of its creditors and members, where you're going to close your company. Before that, you need to pay the amount to the shareholders, creditors, debtors, to everyone. After that, you can sell your company or close your company. So there are three ways of winding up of a company. First, compulsory wind up by the court under section 433. Second, voluntary wind up under section 484. And the third one, voluntary wind up subject to the supervision of the court, section 522. So the first one is winding up by the court or compulsory winding up. Under section 433, we are going to discuss how or when the court is giving the order to wind up the company. So, the first one, if the company has by special resolution so resolved. Second, if default is made in delivering the statutory report to the registrar in the holding the statutory meeting were applicable, but petition should be filled within 14 days. If the company within a year from its incorporation or does not commence its business, suspend its business for a whole year, then the government will give the order to wind up the company. If the number of members is reduced, as you are aware of that the public company should have below 7 members. If it is less than 7, then the government will give the order. And second thing, in the private company, if they are having below 2, that is, we require 2 members for the private company. If it is reduced less than 2, then the government will pass an order to wind up the company. Compulsory winding up. If the company is unable to pay its debts, when a company is not able to pay the amount of the debtors or the shareholders or the creditors, then the government will pass a resolution and the owner has to wind up the company and pay the amount to the shareholder or the creditors. A company shall be unable to pay its debts. A. If the creditor to whom the company owes more than rupees 500 than due has served on the company a demand in writing it, the company has within 3 weeks thereafter neglected to pay or secure or compound the sum of the reasonable satisfaction to the creditors. Second, if the execution or the process issued on a degree or order of any court in favor of creditors has not been satisfied by the company. And the third one, if is provided to the satisfaction of the court that the company is unable to pay its debt, including contingent and prospective liabilities, then the company need to the government will give an order to wind up the company. And the last one, if the court in the opinion that it is just and equitable that the company should be wound up. So here are some of the points when the company can be winded up on just equitable basis. The first one, where there is a deadlock in the management, means the management is not able to handle the company. Second, when the company was found fraudulent or illegal purpose, that they have created the company for to do a kind of fraud or to make or to do illegal purpose, illegal business. Third one, when the principal shareholders have adopted an aggressive policy towards the minorities. Next one, when the company is bubbled. Next, when the business of the company carried except a loss, when the private company is an essence of the subject partnership, substance, a partnership, and the last one, requirement of for the investigation. So these are the some of the steps when you can say just an equitable basis. So who may petition? Who can file the petition? So first, what do you mean by petition? Petition means you are requesting the government or you are requesting to the higher authorities. It can be anyone. You are requesting them to do some kind of work or to wind up the company. The company itself by passing a special resolution, that the company has passed a special resolution that they want to wind up the company. Any creditor, including any contingent or prospective creditors, any combination of creditors, company or contributories acting jointly or separately, the registrar or any person authorized by the central government as per section 243, and the last two, official liquidator and central authorities. So these are the persons who can file a petition against the company or in favor of the company. So this is a procedure of winding up of a company. First one, date of commencement of winding up. So date on which the petition is presented to the court as such, until winding up the order is made, the company will have to comply with the requirements of the company's acts as required if the company not wound up. However, in case if voluntary winding up of a company is deemed to have commenced at the time of passing of the resolution. So first the company is going to file the petition that they want to wind up the company, but they can't wind up the company till till the court is not going to give the order that the company can proceed. Till that time they need to wait. If they are doing a voluntary wind up, then they can continue with the winding up of a company. Second one, hearing of petition. Notice issued to all the concerned parties. Before hearing the petition, the provisional liquidators are appointed to safeguard the assets of the companies. So when you are winding up, if the partners have decided to wind up the company, so before that they need to give a notice to all the concerned parties that they want to wind up the companies, and before hearing the petition, the provisional liquidators, so they are assigning the provisional liquidators to safeguard the assets of the companies. Next one, intimation to the official liquidators or ROC. Next, on hearing the petition, the court may dismiss it with or without cost, adjourning the hearing conditionally or unconditionally, make an interim order that it thinks fit, make an order for winding up of the company with or without cost, or any other order that it thinks fit. So there are some of other consequences as well. These are: the court must, as soon as the winding up of order is made, cause intimation thereof to be sent to the official liquidator and the registrar. Next, the